There's an old saying I'm sure you know, don't just sit there, do something. We've heard that so often it's lost its punch. My dad used to say, do something even if it's wrong. Well, God calls us to be active in following Him, not passive. There's a tension in the Bible between waiting on the Lord, as in Psalm 37, and wisely taking the initiative to launch out and do what He has authorized. Paul wrote this in Romans 2, verse 13, which has an application for us. He said, "For it is not the hearers of the law who are righteous before God, but the doers of the law who will be justified." Greetings, Patriots. I'm Perry Green, and this is God in America, where we reconnect God and America by telling of His hand in our history. For over a century, America has been changing for the worse. Corruption in our government is rampant, and the nation is being destroyed from within without firing a shot. Not only is the country's leadership often corrupt, but they have also distorted the morality and actions of its citizens. Once upon a time, we blushed at profanity and nudity. Men once protected women and children from vile language. Today, however, things are different. Not only do men openly swear with the worst words, but so do women, and so do children. 50 years ago, we could not have imagined pedophiles molesting and trafficking children. Today, we treat such atrocities as if they were an everyday occurrence. The sad truth is, they do occur every day, and aside from a few concerned individuals like Tim Ballard and Tim Tebow, most choose to ignore them. We've made child predators a common occurrence. We're proving what Samuel Adams said. Is it not high time for the people of this country explicitly to declare whether they will be free men or slaves? It is an important question which ought to be decided. It concerns us more than anything in this life. The salvation of our souls is interested in the event, for wherever tyranny is established, immorality of every kind comes in like a torrent. It is in the interest of tyrants to reduce the people to ignorance and vice. Think of the many categories we no longer hold as abominations, despite what the Bible says about them. One of the reasons the slide has happened is that Christians have chosen to sit out the spiritual war and its attacks on our culture. They reversed the old slogan and created a new one. Don't just do something, sit there. Satan and his minions are happy for the go along to get along Christians to sit out the war. In 1863, the New York City riots hit their peak when the commoners realized the rich could buy their way out of the Civil War draft. For $300, worth about $7,000 today, a wealthy man could buy the services of a poor man to take his place in the army. While the Declaration declared all men are created equal, the government's practice indicated some were more equal than others. On both sides of the Mason-Dixon line, it was a rich man's war and a poor man's fight, as it has been in every conflict. Some Christians feel spiritually entitled to sit out the spiritual conflict. Paul describes the effect of the cross in Colossians 2, verse 15. He disarmed the rulers and authorities and put them to open shame by triumphing over them in him. Jesus didn't just sit, he acted, did his part. He calls us to do our parts in the battle against evil and the wicked principalities that manipulate and dominate our society. When we express the realities of immorality and corruption, people ask, "What can I do?" And then add, "I'm just one person." The simple answer is do something. Speak to government representatives on all levels in face to face conversations, phone calls, emails, texts, or handwritten letters. Be part of the crowd that demonstrates to remove tyrants and corrupt representatives. Demand that your voice be heard alongside the crowds who share your point of view. What do we have to lose by stepping up to fight the good fight? The Apostle Paul went down swinging. He made his legal appeal to preach the gospel in the heart of Rome and in the face of the church's strongest adversary, Caesar. Before he died, he wrote, "I fought the good fight, I've finished the race, I've kept the faith." What have we got to lose? Right now, it may be some shallow friendships, some embarrassing accusations on social media, or even blatant hostility. Yet God rewards faithfulness and sacrifices for the truth. In the next 24 hours, choose one concrete action instead of merely expressing concern. Contact an elected representative about an issue that matters. Encourage a fellow believer to stand firm, volunteer to help someone in need, share a biblical truth with a friend, or spend 15 focused minutes praying for your community and national leaders. Don't simply identify the problem, be part of God's answer today. Well, thanks for being with us. Until next time, let's keep the light of acting for God burning.